Now, as Women's Month comes to an end here in South Africa, we take a look at women in the African film industry. The business of film is rapidly evolving on the continent, exposing new talents and allowing women the opportunity to showcase their interest in filmmaking. Next year, the inaugural South African International Film Festival, also known as RapidLion, will take place from the 12th until the 19th of March and will focus exclusively on African cinema. Now, joining us today is RapidLion's Musa Webani. Very good morning to you, my dear. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Now, we've seen here the South African film industry is going through a bit of a boom patch, drawing a lot of international attention. In terms of incorporating women into this boom, is it working?
Of course it's working. Women, more than ever, are telling their stories correctly. They're making great films all over the world. Terry Peto is now recently a producer of a film. Sihle Lopez's film, who was shown at the Zanzibar Film Festival and won an award. And so filmmakers, and particularly women filmmakers, are making waves all over the continent and all over the world. I mean, the Salmo film was also directed by a woman. And so our festival really focuses on African women, South African women, and women of the diaspora. And when I say women, like all filmmakers from those territories, including the BRICS countries. And so we're getting great films from filmmakers all over the world who are just excellent at what they do.
Filmmaking though, in front of camera, that's one aspect. But the one criticism of the film industry has always been that it's been very male-dominated behind the camera, the technical aspects of it, the camera people, the clapper loaders, these kinds of roles. Are we seeing a change where women are starting to move into those kinds of roles as well?
We definitely are. We definitely are. I mean, I mentioned Terry Peto, who's now a producer of a film. So she's no longer just in front of the screen. She's also involved behind the screen. And her film, Ayanda, which was also directed by another woman, Sarah Blecher. And so we're beginning to really see women come to the forefront of filmmaking and being in those decision-making roles.
RapidLion. I love the name for the International Film Festival. I think it's fantastic. It kind of says everything about where we are as a country. Tell us about the film festival.
So RapidLion is basically the premier marketing tool for films made in South Africa, Greater Africa, the African diaspora, and with the BRICS countries. And so what we're trying to do is bridge the gap between where these territories are in the developing world in terms of their film. We want to be the Cannes of Africa and the Oscars of Africa. We really just want to promote excellent, great films coming out of these territories that no one really knows about.
Are we going to see minority languages starting to make their way in the film industry? Is this going to be that kind of platform?
Of course. Every single film that is made greatly and is an excellent film and is of great quality and is a good watch will be featured in our festival. What we really are about is excellence. So if we have 5 great films in Tshivenda, you will watch 5 great films in Tshivenda, regardless of what language they're made in. And because really we are about the greater diaspora and Africa as a continent, and I mean BRICS with the Russian films and Indian films, we really are very open to language being promoted in our film festival. Sihle Lopez's film, for instance, is made in Siswati. And that film is going to be shown at our festival as well, because we really are about that. We're about putting everyone who was never seen before at the center of filmmaking and promoting their films and marketing their films correctly.
Now, when we talk about film specifically, you know, as a young person, it's almost seems like the unattainable dream. It's so big to think like that. How do we better introduce our young people into the film industry, and how do we make this an attainable dream instead of the pipe dream?
Like, we make it, you know what South Africa has really done with music is amazing. I mean, with the summers and all those the awards shows and how singers come together and they dress up and they look good, and everyone wants to be a DJ. Like, you meet a kid in the corner, and we can create that with this film festival as well, that we create the buzz around, the glamour around film, and make that an accessible thing, make that an attainable thing, and understand that this is our thing, and we have to show up for it and look good for it and present it well. And what we're doing with RapidLion is that we're trying to be that. So we come and we market your tool, we market your film, and you come up and you dress up and you win a RapidLion award at the end of the evening, and you feel great about your work. And that by doing that, we're fostering excellence. So we're making other people sort of say, I want to make a film that can win a RapidLion because I want to do great things as well. And so that's what we're doing with the festival, is that we're trying to ignite the passion for film once more.
Well, you are, and you are a passionate person yourself. I love that. Thank you for joining us this morning, RapidLion's Musa Gwebani. We're talking about film.